Okay, so I'm back. Um, I think that we're gonna take this slowly, but I'm, however, determined to sort of go through this because I think that in this at this time, it's important that we find some information that will be helpful to us and will be helpful to all of us because there's so much confusion, especially on the World Wide Web. There's so much, and if somebody's going through, all of these things, they, and they're in shock, they do not know where to turn. They do not know where do you start looking for the information, what's happening to me, because they have these questions. And if I, looking back, if I had, knew, that these kind of things are common, you have to understand it. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't feel like something is happening to you that you can't stop. Do not feel helpless, because when somebody try to mess around with your psyche, okay, and you don't have any, there's no explanation for it. There's no excuse. There's nothing solid. No reason for them to do that. Then you, that's the owner of that psyche, you're the one that's gonna have to fight them. You fight them in whatever it is they are trying to destroy, whatever it is that they're trying to mess with. Is sending a message out to say no, you cannot. No, you cannot. I know what you're trying to do. I know that you're trying to make me feel scared. 5 points. Insecure, alone, frightened, and feeling that there's no safety, there's no safe zone. Well, I have news for you. I'm sure you know it. It's inevitable. None of us have anywhere to hide. There's no safe zone for any of us. We are all visible. You cannot, when you're stalking and you feel like you have all the answers, you feel like you can look at coincidences or things that just run of the mill everyday things, you can then just swoop in and take advantage. Well, it doesn't work that way. You cannot hunt for somebody else's sanity. It doesn't matter what you're doing, because after you've done something for so long, in several ways than one, well, it becomes repetitive. You don't frighten anymore. If you wanted to frighten in the beginning, all what the feelings and emotions that you want your victim to feel, you probably, I think that what I am feeling for you is pity, because I recognize that you have a problem, and your problem isn't going to be solved by you stalking me. And I am not prepared to allow you the pleasure of watching me, or making me lose my sanity or my mind, because they all belong to me, my mind, my body, and my soul. And whatever I do with myself, whatever my outcome in life be, those are the things that I'll keep for me. They are priceless, and you cannot have it. It doesn't matter what you do. If you want, you take advantage of situations. Stalk, spy, watch. Stalk, spy, watch. I repeat. Well, however, since your behavior is, when you act, you're watching my reaction, well, I don't have to react. I've got the feeling that I'm covered by the blood of the Almighty. I can't describe it, but I know that there's a lot of love There's a lot of love from the Creator. I feel blessed. I feel like He can see my insides. He can see who I am. He can see inside my heart. And whatever has happened in my life, doesn't matter how much money I've got, what my situation is in this life, you cannot change who I am. Because when somebody's stalking you and when they're bearing down on you, it's like they're trying to change you. They're trying to stop you from living your life. They're trying to stop you from thinking, feeling free. But because this is what it reminds you like. Stalking. If somebody hasn't been tried in a court of law and they hadn't committed any crime, you can't keep them in prison. You cannot stalk anyone and keep them in bondage. The stalking that you feel like you have the power to do is only affecting you. When somebody behaves in such a way, it means that something has gone wrong. And this is the point that we have to dive in. They have failed. And if they fail to control themselves, then they want to strike out and hurt somebody. So it's not about how they are trying to make you feel. It's about their failure. Their attacks on you is a cry. It's a sign of their failure to control their emotional, mental, and spiritual states. That's the long and short of it. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short here. So this is how I'm going to leave this. And then I'm going to go to question 2. And hopefully, by the by, we will continue on till we get to the end of this page. Thank you.